Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is our tutorial for today, the sexy booty pants. You guys requested for it. I'm using Ali's cotton gold yarn and a 3.5 millimeters hook. So let's begin. Make a loop. Make sure to have the measurements of your hip area and insert your hook in the loop you've created, and then make a chain. This chain should be long enough to stretch around your hips. If you're using acrylic yarn is stretchy. Make sure you make the chain, and then when it stretches, it's to your hip measurement. If you're using cotton, make sure you have the exact measurement. My chain is ready, and now I'm going to join it together with a slip stitch. This is it. Enter your hook in the very first loop of your chain and make a slip stitch like that. Then chain 2 and work a double crochet along the chain. That's your double crochet. Enter into the loop, enter into the loop, pull through 2, go into the next, pull up the yarn, pull through 2. That's a double crochet. You're going to work this until the end of the chain. I'm going to meet you there. So this is my double crochet row, which is going to act as my waist area. And now I have to make sure it's in the same line to avoid it being in and out like that. And come on top of the very first double crochet, enter your hook and pull through or make a slip stitch like that. Then chain 2, turn your work, go into the next loop with a double crochet, like that. Chain 2, skip 2 loops, go into the third loop with a double crochet and into the next with a double crochet. Then like that. So the whole point is you 2 double crochets, chain 2 double crochets, you skip 2 loops, then another double crochet, then chain 2, skip 2 loops, go into the third with a double crochet and work another double crochet. So that is it. You work 2 double crochets, chain 2, skip 2 loops, go into the next 2 double crochets into the next 2 loops like that. So I'm going to work mine. This is it. And then I'll meet you at the end of this row. I'm at the end of my row 2. Skip these 2 loops, come on the double crochet, chain 2, go on top of that first double crochet and pull through like that. Then turn your work. First we are going to make a slip stitch, then chain 1, 2, 3. That's like your first double crochet, wrap your yarn, go back with a double crochet, chain 2, skip now these 2 double crochet to the space with 2 double crochet, then chain 2, again skip the double crochets into the space with these double crochets with 2 double crochets like that, chain 2, and continue doing the same thing until the end of this row. We only work the double crochets in the chain 2 spaces. Again, I'm at the end of this 3rd row, chain 2, go into the spaces with 2 double crochets, then chain 2, go in on top of the double crochets, the first double crochet, and pull through like that. Turn your work, again start with a slip stitch, then chain 3, that's your first double crochet, go back with another double crochet, then chain 2 into the next space with 2 double crochet, chain 2, again into the next space with 2 double crochets. You're going to keep doing this until you have a total of 11 rows of these 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. So I'm going to work mine off camera. I'm going to meet you when I have all the 11 double crochets to show you what to do next. Now I'm at the end of my 11th row of chain 2, then 2 double crochets, chain 2, come on the very first double crochet and slip stitch like that. So chain 2, turn your work. You're now going to work a row of double crochets, so make 2 double crochets in the space, then 2 double crochets on top, double crochets on top of the double crochets, and continue working double crochets the entire row, no chaining spaces. So I'm going to meet you at the end of the row of my double crochet. I'm at the end of this double crochet row. Have one left in the double crochet. This one, enter a double crochet and then slip stitch on top of the double crochet neck, then chain 2, again turn your work. You're again going to work another row of double crochets. Total of these 2 rows of double crochets. I'm going to work mine off camera. I'm meeting you when it's done. This. Again, I'm at the end of the double crochet. And make a slip stitch like that. So you're going to turn your work because we're going to again repeat the chain spacing, this one. So turn your work, you're going to make sure they're in the same row. So you're going to first slip stitch into the next slip stitch in the next, and then this puts us in the center row, and make a chain of 3, sorry. Make another double crochet in the next loop, then chain 2, skip 2 loops, go into the next with a double crochet, then into the next loop with another double crochet, chain 2, going to skip 2 loops and work into the third loop with a double crochet and the next double crochet, chain 2, skip 2 loops. So you're going to work this until you have a total of 3 rows. So I'm at the end of my third row. Make a slip stitch like that. So that's it. Now we are going to try and part to separate the middle part to create our spaces. This is now our next step. It's really beginner friendly and so easy to do. So count the double crochets down that you have. These mine are 30, there are 34 in total, and I'm going to divide them in half. I'm using hairpins for stitch markers. Don't judge me. I don't know where I've put my stitch marker. So I have placed them, as you can see. I'm going to use those spaces. So you're going to chain 2 and work a half double crochet. Chain 2, work a half double crochet. That's a half double crochet in between the space you've created to work your center. I'm going to remove this marker and continue with my half double crochet like that, then chain 2, remove all the stitch markers on this side, turn your work and continue working a half double crochet. You're going to work this half double crochet to a total of 11 to 12 rows. You're going to work it to a total of 11. I'm working a size small. If you're not small, you can do 14. If you're medium, you can do 14 to 16 so that it can fit you perfectly. So I'm going to work the 11 rows of camera. I'll meet you at the end. I'm at the end of my 11th row. Turn your work, come this side where you placed your stitch markers, remove them, and you're going to work a slip stitch. Yeah, there. Don't want to confuse it. You're now going to work a slip stitch, enter your hook and enter into the loop the other side, slip stitch, go into the next loop and the loop at the back, make a slip stitch, go into the next loop and the loop at the back, make a slip stitch, like that. Continue doing it until you have the two pieces joined together. Now you're going to work 2 rows of double crochets. Chain 2, work a double crochet along this side. You're going to have 2 rows of double crochets. Just like we did in between. And now I'm at the end. This is it. You're going to work another row of double crochet. So chain 2, turn your work and work another double crochet. And that's it. You're going to do the same thing on the other side as well. And technically our piece is ready to wear. So work the double crochet. I'll meet you at the end of this. Yeah, I'm at the end of row 2. Enter the hook and slip stitch, chain 1 and cut off the yarn. Like that. You're going to work this same thing on this side of the bottom, this side. So for this side you're going to turn your work, make a loop, enter the hook and pull through the loop you've created, chain 2 and work a double crochet. And like I said, in each half double crochet you work 2 double crochets. So work that until you have a total of 2 rows of double crochets. And now we're working on our string. Make a loop, work a chain that we are going to pass through the waist of our bottom. My waist is ready, and now I'm going to get my buttons and pass the strings through the waist part. So check the line so that you have it on the right spot. This is my right spot. I'm going to pass it through each 3 double crochets, like that, in each 3 double crochets. 3, 3. It's really beginner friendly. This is our bottom. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Love you.